My apology, YouTubers, viewers, subscribers, information seekers, do-it-yourselfers. So we went to Hawk Island and test drove the 98 Sea-Doo GTX. There we go, 98 Sea-Doo GTX RFI. And that was the epdm that I sent out, and the guy said he fixed it and reflashed it when I know that he just reflashed it and cut me a new key. So I cut the box open and replaced the diode, and then I left it exposed external and filled it with RTV silicone. And I tested it on land at the shop and ran it for probably 2-3 minutes off the hose and up in the RPM range, and it didn't blow a fuse with a 5 amp fuse in there. This is the epdm that I purchased from an eBay seller, and you can see this is his chicken scratch all over it with one key, and I don't know if that's him or not. Anyway, said he tested it and it worked. I bought a gauge set and this. Yeah, he tested it at idle maybe, because as soon as you throttled it up, it blew the fuse. So he said he'll send this back and he'll test it. You can see this is ground away and says 10 amp on here. I already swapped it to a 5 amp because the diode's blown in this one too. I replaced the voltage regulator and the rectifier, and also I think that was it. Voltage regulator and rectifier. Yes, rectifier. Just to eliminate all the bullshit. I didn't have any fuses blowing as soon as you turned it on. Like I said, at idle it was fine. As soon as you got into the RPM van and the magneto started winding up, throwing high voltage, it would pop this fuse right here. I'm going to cut this one open and do the same repair and then retest this. But today's on the water test was successful. I was probably for 30 minutes. And I don't know the history of this key, so I came back to the dock, checked it, make sure there was no water leaks, shut it off, fired it up, drove it. Stayed around 7,000 RPMs, not beating the crap out of it. And it ran great. So it lasted more than 5 minutes, which was the last epdm that I purchased from, I won't mention any names. Even though he did say send it back and he'll test it, what's he going to test? He said he already tested it and it worked. The gauges work great. But it kept blowing this fuse, and the fuse that was in here was melted, and I thought that was odd because that usually means it's been a long time of voltage running through here, getting it hot and not melting it. But like I said, I appreciate him saying send it back. I don't want to waste any more money or time. I'm just going to fix it myself, just like I did to the last one. But it worked out great. I'll do another video on this. I'm going to hack this apart, and I'll go through the same steps again. But yeah, very satisfying and rewarding to fix things that most people can't and won't and don't want to. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it so much today. Very satisfying.